Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday, happy weekend. It's a beautiful day. Why is it a beautiful day? Look, I didn't want to do it to, but I had to. That is right. It's a beautiful day because the media is already flipping the tide. They are changing their tune. We made the video before. I had to do it to him, man. I had to do it to him. Hold up. What are you talking about? Let's get some context in here. First and foremost, what's going on, everybody? RB here. Welcome on into Philly Take with RB. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for your 24/7 Sixers coverage, man. We are bringing the heat from every single angle, and boy, we have a good one here in store, man. Look, I didn't even want to do it to him today, but I had to. Why? Because everything we've been saying is evolving into the truth. I knew it would. All right, let's talk about what happened here. So last night, the Brooklyn Nets, who I made a video a couple days about saying that they stink, which they do. They get Kevin Durant back that last night, and everybody thinks they're going to set the world on fire now. But the Brooklyn Nets lose again. They lose to the Miami Heat. They lose to the Miami Heat without Jimmy Butler and Kyle Lowry. Bam Adebayo had 30 plus. Here's a tweet I put out last night after Brooklyn lost. Their Nets fans were in absolute shambles. I hopped into a Twitter space. I thought this dude was actually crying on the mic. I thought he was actually crying. But the Nets lost, and they have now lost 16 out of their last 19 games. Kevin Durant was playing last night, and I said in the tweet last night that I can't wait for the pundits to go on TV tomorrow talking about how the Nets are still going to make the finals because that's all they seem to do. And, we know what it is at this point. We know the script, right? But anyway, just a closer, quick look at the lineup they lost to last night. The Brooklyn Nets are so bad, and you're probably wondering why are you making this video. We'll get to the main point, but we just had to provide the ground level work. Okay, that's who the Nets lost to last night. With Kevin Durant coming back, and he balled. He absolutely went off for 31 points. He's one of the greatest players in the league. I will not doubt that. But that supporting cast, oh no. But anyway, I'm expecting, more of the same garbage that we've been referencing and talking about, right? But Stephen A comes on the air today, and boy, I'm telling you, I have been laughing all day. We're laughing to the bank. Sixers Nation, stand up, man. It's absolutely beautiful. The Sixers start a tough 4-game stretch tonight. Nobody's been giving us credit, and I've been saying after this 4-game stretch, they are really going to turn their tune. I said it was going to happen weeks ago, days ago. Every day I'm coming up here facing the heat saying the media is going to flip the script, and then they're going to change the narrative, and then they're going to shift it. Stephen A comes out today. I posted this clip on Twitter. It's going absolutely insane. Definitely follow me on there. Call me Crystal Ball RB. Honestly, all of us must see the future, right? No, we have sense. We don't buy into the mainstream garbage. You, I, and the rest of Sixers Nation. Okay, I've been sitting up here every day telling you guys that the Brooklyn Nets are not playing for this year. They are playing for next year, the year after. Okay, everybody keeps talking about, the Brooklyn Nets won the trade. No, they didn't. In fact, I'm ready to go even a step further. Daryl Morey may have just committed the fleece of a decade. He might have just pulled off the best trade ever in a decade. You got Brooklyn Nets fans like so irritated. The man might not even play this season. Who was it that sat up here and faced a ton of heat and said he might not play this season? It was me. Because why? We've seen it too long. He was day by day. Sixers fans know what that means. Now he's week by week. We know what that means. And now he's going to be out the rest of the season. Back stiffness or calling it. He's definitely not playing March 10th. But anyway, Stephen A went on the air, and that clip, I'm about to play it right now. I've been soaking in this all day. It is absolutely beautiful. Let's take a listen.
How far can Kevin Durant carry this team?
To the first round of the playoffs. I sincerely hope that I don't have to come on these airwaves. and apologize to the Philadelphia 76ers, and specifically President of Basketball Operations, Daryl Morey, who I got a lot of love for, by the way. I just didn't like what he did with this trade. But it's looking like I'm going to end up having to do that if things stay the way that they are. I'm incredibly sad this morning.
Stephen A., what happened? What happened, Stephen A.? I'm telling y'all, man, I usually do not make these kinds of videos, but with the outlet garbage, with the media garbage that has been spewed as of late, I had enough, man. And you're now, after one loss, the pundits are ready to start turning their tune. The Sixers didn't even play anybody better yet. The Brooklyn Nets lose one game when Kevin Durant comes back to the backup Miami Heat. And now Steven, did you hear the hurt in that voice? Let me put his picture up. I had to go get his picture. I didn't have it. Hold on. That is the face of a man who is backed into a corner, has had the most ludicrous take, and there's no way out. There's no way. Did you hear the hurt in that voice? After one game, he's ready to go back and say, I'm sorry. He apologizes to the Sixers fans, and you know how he tried to kind of keep himself afloat there, but no, you were wrong. You led the pundits who were wrong. Everyone was wrong except for people that have sense and can see. And Stephen A., again, it's nothing personal with him as a sports talk figure, you know, who covered Philadelphia sports. I've looked up to him growing up and things like that. But his whole takes on this situation in particular have just been absolutely terrible, and it's all been scripted garbage. The Nets have lost 16 out of 19 games. Anybody with a brain can tell you they're not going to be good in the playoffs. They're a play-in team. All right, they have a guy who's half of a man who won't show up. They have Casper the Ghost, okay? And they have but this is my favorite one of all. But we gave up Andre Drummond. Come on. Look, Daryl Morey, like I said, might have committed the crime of a century here. Okay, he got James Harden for a guy on an expiring contract, Seth Curry, and Casper the Ghost of Philadelphia. I mean, this is absolute, and everybody out there on the mainstream, right? The Nets fans, they bought into the garbage for a week and a half. Look how long the narrative left this presence, for a week and a half. No, I told you this was going to happen. It's so sweet to the taste. It's so sweet. And now, I'm seeing some people say, oh, well, at least Stephen A. came out and got ahead of himself, right? And saw what was coming. No mercy for Stephen A. on this take. Why, Stephen A.? Let me spit something for you real quick, okay? You could have came out when this trade happened, just like myself, just like others, right? Us Sixers content guys, us Sixers fan base in a whole, we are probably the smartest fans in the NBA. I'm just being honest with you. We analyze our team, we see things, and we've been calling this for a minute, okay? But we were even admitting, like, okay, at least it was a good trade, right? At least both teams got better. Nets got off of a player that didn't want to be there. You could have came out and said that. No, immediately. I remember the reaction. You came out and said, oh, well, Daryl Morey got hosed. This is going to be the worst trade of his career. The Sixers just gave Brooklyn all the ammunition. And for days and days, all I hear on the media stage is, oh, well, this team's going to make the finals. This team's going to make the finals. No, it's not going to happen. And it's time the Sixers get the respect they deserve. And I'm loving every bit of it, right? But you know what? To quote my man Ben Simmons. Yeah, that's right. The famous celebrity Ben Simmons. Stay on that side. Keep that same energy. Because at this point, no, don't try to act like you didn't sit up there and play along with some scripted garbage for the last 3 weeks and act like this Sixers team. Because all I've been hearing, it's only the New York Knicks. Well, it's only the New York Knicks. No, the Sixers in reality have looked really, really good with James Harden and Joel Embiid. Like my man Kendrick Perkins said, the guy that actually has the most ball knowledge on the network. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. All right, and now honestly, I'm surprised Stephen A even bit this quick. This man folded like a cheap deck of cards you get from the dollar store. He folded like a broken tent in the woods. I mean, I can't believe he did this already. After one game they lost with Kevin Durant. I knew it was going to happen eventually. I knew the pundits would change their tune. But man, this is just hilarious, man. I can't. Yo, you need to get on your knees and apologize to Daryl Morey. You need to worship that man, Stephen A. I want a formal apology. Sign the apology letter. Send it around, man. Other than that, the clown McIntyre, a.k.a. Jason Mac retired. Yeah, that's right. I'm calling him Mac retire. He needs to retire immediately. He's back at it again. Look at that mug. And here's what he had to say today about the situation. And he's still trying to lead the cult that's out here saying, oh, well, the Nets will still be fine. Just listen to him, man. Just listen.
Kyrie Irving is the reason this team is not a top 4 seed in the East right now. Him not getting the vaccine is the primary problem here. And Kevin Durant should not be upset with Ben Simmons or any of this James Harden stuff. Kyrie Irving is the guy who needs to figure it the hell out because this Nets team is absolutely deadly. And Rick, I still think they got a good shot at the finals. But if you're playing Kyrie like every other game in the playoffs or whatever, this 2 at home and 2 away, and like, I don't know if I like their chances, man.
Did this guy just come out here after the Nets once again embarrass themselves and say that they are going to make the finals? This is the stuff I'm talking about. And see, now that Stephen A took a step down, it's going to be a trickle effect. You're going to see the trickle occur over the next couple weeks, right? Slowly but surely, more of the pundits are now going to call the Sixers a great team. They're going to say, oh, well, these guys are meshing. After we go out and hopefully win 3 of the next 4, they're going to say, oh, this team is looking really scary. It's going to be a trickle effect, but you're still going to have people like this who had to make their name on a hot take, and now they're just going to ride with it. That really, the Nets you still have them to make the finals. Wait, does this guy? I don't even want to get mad at it anymore. That was for the last video. Definitely check that. Does this guy watch basketball? Yes or no? Does he watch basketball? I don't think he watched a game last night. I don't think he's watched any Nets games. It's absolutely ridiculous. And then he wants to take all the blame off Ben. Stephen A. in the whole video earlier, I didn't play the whole clip, but he actually was criticizing Ben, saying that his mental issues were bogus. Wow, Stephen A., for once, it feels like you're part of Philadelphia again. Nah, stay on that side, man. Like I said, the mainstream coverage of the Sixers has been blasphemous, and, I mean, it's just unbelievable. This guy wants to take all the blame off Ben, yet, apparently, according to some research a couple years ago, he wanted to trade the entire Sixers team and build around Ben. It just goes to show where we're at this point in time. But, yo, it's beautiful, man. It really, really is beautiful. And at the end of the day, the Sixers are going to keep doing their thing. Look, even if you don't think we're the favorite at this point, right? Even if you don't think Embiid and Harden is the top duo in the East or a top 3 in the league or whatever, right? You still got to at least be an objective fan and just recognize that they have looked good in a couple games. That's all Philly wants, man. Give us some respect. We finally get a star player, right? We finally get the Robin to Joel's Batman. We finally get a guy that helps connect the integral parts of our team and can honestly help us take such a huge leap. All we want is a little bit of respect to say, oh, even though we may have played the New York Knicks twice and the Timberwolves, who are like a 7 or 8 seed, we still looked respectable. We still looked like maybe now we can contend. Now that we got off of that headache, right? I mean, come on, man. And under pressure, they are starting to crack already. What did I say at the end of the last video? We will not let these false narratives live. And it seems like already the tide is starting to turn. I knew it would. I didn't think it would be this fast, but I'm living it up, man. I'm living it up. And at the end of the day, I'm not talking about these clowns anymore, man. I'm not talking about this stuff. All I'm going to say is the actions will speak for themselves. We know what's about to happen. We know what's about to go down. We know the Sixers team could potentially go on a run. Harden, Embiid, Maxey, the one of the best trios right now, all of them deserve respect. They've all been playing their butts off. Let's go off and start this streak on a hot windy night, and we'll see what happens, man. We'll see how many more people, more pundits, start to change their tune. Anyway, those are just my thoughts. Thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me your thoughts down below, and I will catch you on the next one, man. Peace.
Perfect. Perfect.